are pledged allegiance to this order, whether by their own profession of pride and idolatry or literally profession to the enemy. And so I'm going to give you some examples. Please take this back to the Lord for confirmation, as well as discernment and increasing of that. I'm not coming in the spirit of accusation. I'm simply being his vessel and speaking things for what they are. But in what I'm saying, there are a few women that I'm going to touch on that aren't commonly discerned, and they're caging. They're caging. When I say I'm talking, they're actually caging a lot of leaders of God. And so these leaders are attracted to these women because, yes, there's some spiritual warfare dynamics, and yes, there's some self-will, but they're attracted to them because what God has put in these leaders, these women and men, okay, of God, is the leadership that he's trying to establish right now in this shift. So they are looking to find a place to grow and sprout up, right? So they get attracted to these people, not understanding that that's not of God. And so they end up getting stolen from. Again, I talked about this in another study. I'm not going to touch too much into it because I'm already hitting an hour and I don't want this to be crazy long. It might be crazy long and I'll just leave it for people to, because I'm like, do I just stop the live stream, Lord, and then do that? But he's saying to just keep going. So, all right, whatever. But yeah, they may not be commonly known, but people are attracted. So don't condemn yourself like, why was I attracted to a false leader? It's more of like you have something built inside of you that you're trying to educate yourself on, prepare yourself for, understand, get into the depths and the dynamics of it. And that's why God is bringing up true leaders and teachers to be able to help you get to that in the total liberty of Jesus Christ, not the constructs of bondage that follows the satanic order. Just like the synagogues in Jesus' time, the scribes, Sadducees, and not even Jesus' time, but all the New Testament that martyred most of God's saints. Because God even said that there will be many who think they're doing it in the name of God, but actually they're not. We're going to touch on to that. But anyways, don't condemn yourself if you find out that some of these people you actually do like and follow. And then there are those who have hardened hearts and their seed of salvation is choked out. Not that they're not saved, just that certain things the Lord wants to bring salvation to their understanding and the dynamics of things he's teaching them is being choked out. The Bible talks about this. Jesus gave us a parable. But there are some leaders, and I'm going to give a few names for women that are not commonly discerned unless you can flat out see, like I can in the spirit, or you have gone through warfare behind the scenes and attacks from these women, whether you've actually been insulted, berated, or have had negative experiences from them, or you have had spiritual revelation from the Holy Spirit, or you see and all that, right? Whatever that looks like, God has exposed them enough to you. And then there are those who simply don't know. So the examples I'm going to give of this exposing Satan's order is Maddie Nottage, Genesis Porter, Tiffany Montgomery, Stephanie P. Smith, Jada the Boxer, and a few other people as well are false. And they're not just false, these women are witches. And so these are just a few mainstream ones in their niche, their particular audience, their niche that they have built and